Hi guys, welcome back to 10-Minute Maths. I'm Mr. C, and this week we're going to be building on our knowledge of counting to 3 by counting to 4. And we're going to be using lots of different concrete objects again. We're going to use lots of different pictures, and also we're going to introduce the abstract numeral 4. We're also going to be introducing something called a 5 frame, but I'll explain a little bit more about that later. Right, so to join in today, obviously again, there's going to be lots of different opportunities for you to help me with my counting and also helping Barney and Betty. But for your challenge at the end, you're going to need a 5 frame. And this 5 frame, you could simply just draw it on a piece of paper. You could use some chalk to even draw it on the ground. Make sure you ask Mum and Dad first though. But you could use sticks, you can use anything to make it, but you just need a 5 frame. And also, you're going to need lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of different objects that can fit inside your 5 frame. Right, here we go. Let's start with our numbers to 4. Right, so we're going to do some counting again, up to 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, do you think you can do it with me? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Right, you have a go all on your own. Ready, go. Amazing, well done. Right, let's count backwards from 4 down to 1. Are you ready? So we go 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, can you do that with me? Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, now you all on your own. Do you think you can do it? Oh, I think you can. Are you ready? Well done. Really, really good. Right, here are my dogs, Betty and Barney. They're back again. And they love to play in the garden, but they're all wrapped up warm. They've got their woolly hats on because it's autumn and it's a bit chilly out there. So what can you see in the picture? Yeah, there's some leaves. What else can you see? Yep, and there's some conkers. Do you know those things at the bottom? They're called conkers. So let's count all the different things that we can see. So we'll start off with the conkers. Are you ready? So we've got 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Make sure you're joining in with me. Good counting. Right, we've also got some balls. How many balls are there? Yeah, let's count together. You ready? 1, 2. Wicked. Right, there's also some leaves. Look, they're falling off the tree. These are a little bit trickier to count, so let's have a go. You ready? Can you touch them as well when you count with me? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, that was a little bit trickier because they're a bit all over the place. So I'm going to show us something special today. We've got our 4 leaves there, and this at the bottom has got a special name, and it's to do with the number of squares it has. So let's count how many squares it's got. You ready? It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. And this is called a 5 frame because there are 5 boxes, there are 5 squares. And what we have to do is we put our objects into the squares, but only one object is allowed in one square. So I'm going to show you. So I'm going to put 1 in there, 1 in there, 1 in there, and 1 in there. And just like in the last episode, we've put them in a line. And that's what a 5 frame does. It helps us when we're counting. So let's count how many leaves we've got now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. So now we know we've got 4, definitely. They were tricky to count before, but that's made it so much easier. Is there anything else that you can notice about our 5 frame? There are 4 leaves, you're right, but what else can you see? Yeah, do you know, there's one space at the end with nothing in it. And that helps us because when we're counting, we'll start to recognise these patterns, that there's one space, so we know there's 4 things in there, all right? And soon, we'll be able to recognise lots and lots of different patterns in a 5 frame, okay? Well done. Right, here we go. I've got some different pictures here. There are some hats, there's some conkers, there's some scarves, and there are some chocolate cakes. I'm feeling a bit hungry. Can you tell me which group of pictures has 4? So which one has got 4 in their group? I'll give you a couple of seconds to count really quickly. Yep, let's think. Right, okay, let's check them out then. So, what about the hats? So there 4 hats. Right, let's put them in our 5 frame to help us. You ready? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 hats. Did you say there were 4 hats? If you did, big thumbs up. Well done. Right, let's get rid of those. What should we do next? Let's do the scarves. How many scarves are there? Do you think there's 4? Let's check. 1, 2, 3. Right, there are 3. Is that 4? No, it's not. So if you said scarves, sorry, that was wrong. Right, let's have another go. We've got the conkers. Are there 4 conkers there? Right, let's check. 1, 2, 3. Are there 4 there? No, there's not. There's only 3. So if you said conkers, sorry. And the last one. So you ready? So chocolate cakes, are there 4? Right, let's put them in the frame. Are you ready? Can you count with me? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Are there 4 cakes? Yes. Big thumbs up if you did that one. Well done. There are 4 cakes. Right, here is your challenge for today. So, you've got to make your own 5 frame. And you know, you could do that just by drawing 5 boxes. You could make it out of paper, you can make it out of cardboard. Do you know, you could even use sticks or pencils and things like that to make it. But when you've got your 5 frame, you need to count out 4 objects into the spaces. Then, when you've done that, get 4 different objects and put those in there. Then get 4 different objects and keep going with lots and lots of different objects just to practice your counting up to 4. Okay? Right, once you have done that one and you think, yep, I'm getting really good at this, here is your greater depth challenge. So, put 4 objects into the 5 frame. And by now you should be good at that. Then, what I want you to do is, can you put them into 4 different spaces in your frame? So the empty one might not be at the end, it might be in the middle. It might be at the other end, all right? So make sure you count them, and how many are there? Is there still 4? Right, then move them into 4 different spaces again. How many are there now? Are there still 4? Right, you'll have to check that. All right, have a good go and let me know how you get on. Right, so here is your greater depth challenge. So, you ready? You've got to put your 4 objects into the 5 frame, which by now you should be really good at that. Then, can you put them into 4 different spaces? So that means that the empty space might not be at the end anymore. It might be in the middle. It might be at the other end. But you've got to count them. So how many are there? Are there still 4 there? Who knows? You have to check. Then move them into 4 different spaces again. How many are there now? Are there 4? Do you need to count them? Have a think about that. All right. Have a go, guys. Right, so there you go, guys. There are your challenges for this week. Don't forget, if you find it a little bit tricky, just slow down and take your time with your counting. And don't forget, you can always ask a grown-up for help, all right? Right, that's all we've got time for, guys, but make sure you comment below, make sure you share, make sure you like, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.